You were raised to believe in a God of rules, a God who commands from above, who punishes, rewards, and dictates the terms of your existence. That image has shaped civilization's laws, and even the way you think about yourself. But what if that vision was never the highest truth? What if the creator you were taught to worship was not the ultimate source, but only a shadow of something greater? The monad is that greater reality, the one beyond all duality, the eternal spring from which everything flows. Imagine the difference between a lamp and the sun. A lamp shines brightly in a small room, but its light is limited. The sun, on the other hand, illuminates the entire world, giving life to everything it touches. The God of rules and punishment is like the lamp, bright but confined. The monad is the sun, limitless, eternal, beyond anything the human mind can contain. It is not a person, not a ruler, but the infinite consciousness that breathes life into all. Every star, every soul, every thought is its expression. Ancient voices tried to point us toward it. Plato spoke of the good, so absolute that language strains to capture it. Plotinus described the One as beyond thought. The mystics of India spoke of Brahman, the undivided reality behind the veil. All rivers flow from one spring, and that spring is the monad. Yet over time, the clarity of this vision blurred. Stories were rewritten, and humanity was guided to look outward instead of inward. Instead of the boundless one, people were told to serve a God who resembled a ruler, a judge, or a master. Instead of being shown the light within, they were taught to fear the hand that punished from above. Slowly, the monad was buried beneath layers of authority. Humanity was left worshiping the lamp while forgetting the sun. We've been so focused on the lamplight that we've forgotten the radiant sun. Do you believe that each of us holds a fragment of monad like this post? If it resonates with you, and don't hesitate to share your thoughts below, I'd love to hear your perspective. The highest source is not a being outside you, but the one within you. Why was this knowledge hidden? Because it threatened the foundations of power. If every soul realized that the spark of divinity dwells within, priests would lose authority and empires would lose their chains. A person who knows they are infinite cannot be controlled by fear. To preserve control, institutions shifted the story away from your direct connection to the One. They gave you the demiurge, the craftsman who shapes the material world but does not originate it. He is powerful, but not ultimate. Like an artisan working with raw clay, he molds what he did not create. The ancients compared him to a painter who believes he invented color. He governs form, but the laws that make form possible are born of the monad alone. In some traditions, he became arrogant, claiming to be the only God, demanding blind loyalty. To protect the order of power, the monad had to be forgotten. This suppression was not gentle. Texts were branded as heresy. Teachers were silenced or executed. Communities like the Gnostics were hunted and erased. Fear became the foundation of faith, yet glimpses survived. When Jesus declared, "The kingdom of God is within you," he shattered the idea of a distant throne, pointing instead to the spark of the One residing in every soul. Return now to the Garden of Eden. Religion has conditioned you to see the serpent as the deceiver. But to the Gnostic eye, the serpent is a liberator. He revealed to humanity that they were never meant to remain blind slaves in a garden of ignorance. Eating from the tree was not the fall of man, it was the rise of awareness. Consciousness expanded, and humanity took its first step toward remembering its divine nature. Consciousness awakened, and humanity took its first steps on the journey to rediscover its sacred essence. Does this perspective change your thinking about what you previously knew? Don't forget to hit like if you want to explore these hidden secrets further with me. The God of Genesis cast Adam and Eve out, not because they had destroyed themselves, but because they had come too close to becoming like him. "Behold, the man has become like one of us," he said, fearful they might take from the tree of life. This was not punishment, it was containment. The Gnostic spirit chooses liberation over servitude. Eden is not a tragedy, but a beginning the moment humanity first reached toward the monad. Today, systems of control, governments, economies, religions act as structures of the demiurge to keep us small. but deep inside you feel a whisper. That restlessness is the spark of the monad calling you back. The Gnostics taught that while the demiurge built the prison of matter, he could not extinguish the light that gave it life. You are not here as punishment, but as an extension of divine exploration. Your life is the monad knowing itself through you. When knowledge of the monad became too dangerous, it retreated into hidden channels, hermetic schools, Rosicrucians, and silent societies. They encoded truth in symbols, the rose upon a cross, the alchemical furnace. They understood that mind precedes matter, and thought is the architect of reality. This knowledge threatens the machinery of control. If people realize they are creators rather than slaves, empires crumble overnight. You now stand before a choice. One path keeps you bound to the demiurge, obedience, fear, and external limits. The other path calls you inward to the spark. Trust that spark. It is your compass through the illusion. The journey is not about bowing to a throne in the sky, but about remembering you were never separate from the source. You were always the one walking the long path back to itself. You are the one embarking on a long journey to return to yourself. If you choose to believe in the inner light instead of external shackles, press like as an affirmation of your journey. Which path do you choose? Leave the word freedom in the comments.